In May of 2022, I was sitting at a table, surrounded by my family and friends, all chatting and laughing like we normally do. And I'm not really sure who suggested it, but someone piped up and threw out the idea that we should all run a 5K together. Who knows what was in the food or water that day, but we all agreed to it. We found a run in October to give us the maximum amount of time to train, and we decided to give it a go. See, when we signed up, I couldn't even run 2 minutes straight without getting completely gassed. That is not an over-exaggeration. That's what my training app was telling me. I knew that the training journey ahead was going to be long and challenging. But today, we're in October 2022 now, and while I could probably ramble 1,000 thoughts about this, here are 5 life lessons I've learned when training to run my first 5K. Life lesson number 1. Don't wait until you feel ready to start. If I'm being honest, running a 5K and beyond has always been on my life's bucket list. I had even previously signed up for things like Tough Mudder in the past with my friends and then backed out weeks leading up to the event. I think a part of me was waiting to get all my ducks in a row before taking on the challenge. I'll wait till I lose a little bit more weight. I need to finish this training program before I take on this new one. Or once the schedule thing clears up and I'm less busy, I can put more time into this. Excuses, excuses, excuses. But I've come to learn that you can't always let your feelings dictate your behaviors. You'll never feel 100% ready. There will always be an excuse to delay. So just start. Begin to move. Take one step, consistently, day after day, and before you know it, your feelings catch up and add to the motivation for you to keep going. And that's the power of discipline. Lesson number 2. Rest is just as important as work. There was a time during my training where I was really starting to enjoy running. Runner's high, I think they call it. I was impressed that I could muster up the energy to run more than my pathetic 2 minutes I started with. I wanted to run on the treadmill. I wanted to run outside. The momentum of training was here, and I was excited to see the progress. But of course, it's silly to think that you can run a marathon every single day. It's silly to think that your body can endure that kind of work and pressure on your joints day after day. Of course, it's natural to take rest days in between training sessions. In fact, rest maximizes the effort you put in on work days. And that's a tough life lesson I'm learning outside of running too. Rest is just as important as work. It's natural to pause, to reset, and decompress. Whether it's spending time with my family, sitting on the couch to watch the newest love-based reality TV show, taking on a new creative project like this vlog, or even simply doing nothing. It's all just as important as work. Yes, rest is valuable. Yes, rest is natural. And yes, rest is important. Life lesson number 3, and this one is a good one. A cute outfit never hurts. Ever feel like you need an extra pep in your step or a little extra oomph to your motivation? Well, never underestimate the power of a cute outfit, or a deep cleansing shower, or some fresh mascara and lipstick. But there's something about these simple acts of self-love that energizes the soul and acts as a powerful pick-me-up. And so sometimes when I'm having a bad day or a bad week and feeling like the entire world around me is crumbling and caving in, yes, of course I should pray. And yeah, sure, I could talk about it with my therapist. But also, sometimes a good shower and a cute outfit is enough to turn it all around. Lesson number 4, don't do life alone. There's an African proverb that says that if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go farther, go together. And while that proverb can come across cheesy, it's so true. Could I have trained for this run alone? Sure. But something about doing it with my friends and being accountable to them was a huge motivating factor for me. I remember this time that a bunch of us met up at a park to train together. We all ran around the track at different paces, and I just remember the boys zooming far ahead of me. They had finished their run before I even got to my halfway mark. And then, just as I was about to start my 5th and final kilometer, my friend Ty, who has already finished his training, decided to run it with me. I didn't realize how much I needed it. I was tired and I wanted to give up already. And somehow I make it to the end of the kilometer and I look down to my Apple Watch and what do I see? I had run my fastest kilometer yet. Could I have run that fast by myself? Sure. But I think there's something to be said about having someone with me that pushed me to my very best that day. Friendships can be hard, especially in adulthood. But I've learned that despite its difficulty and occasional messiness, doing life with others is always worth it. Life lesson number 5. You can do hard things. If there's anything I learned, this is a standout life lesson. Your body is adaptable. Your mind is powerful. So take the limits off, put the excuses to the side. And yeah, it might help to grab a cute outfit and some of your best friends, but make sure to chase after all the wild things that swirl around in your head and your heart.